presentation of the National Football League.
Look there at spectacular SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. We welcome you. That's the punter, Ethan Evans, to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So the Raiders come out, and Greg, they make a change at quarterback in the offseason. It is now year 13 for Geno Smith, but year 1 in silver and black.
You just can't say enough about Geno and his turnaround over the last couple of years, Mike. I mean, many thought he was destined to just be a career backup and just play out the rest of his career. And when things didn't play out at first, instead of just listening to those doubters, he just kept working on his craft. And next thing you know, he gets an opportunity with a new team, makes the most of it, and he's now solidified himself as a bona fide franchise quarterback in this league. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Genty going to get it on the zone read. And he'll take this forward to the 26.
Genty, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They send Britton Covey back deep. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. And the Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56, the #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen.
They'll try again after the incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 17 yards on that play. First down, L.A.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Throwing again is Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30.
It's a gain of 14
A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On second down, here's Stafford. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throw on third down, Stafford. Pass caught right side by Higbee. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Stafford to throw it. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
First and 10.
So as a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 1.
They'll go with the sneak. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down. First and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
At the 2-yard line, a 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Williams. A dive for the end zone, and he loses the football. And gonna take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Rams will take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Raiders nothing.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. On the return is Dylan Laube. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On play action, Smith. He takes off. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
First down, Las Vegas.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down, Vegas.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle by Quinton Lake. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football as they come up to face 3rd and 5. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards and most importantly a 1st down.
1st down, Raiders.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Akello Witherspoon up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That one's caught by Beck. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man is Nakua. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Caught by Nakua on the out route. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
12 yards.
First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He gets this to the veteran tight end, Higbee. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Williams. Williams, first down, and he's not done. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. What a run by Williams. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On first down, right back to Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This is 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap to Stafford. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that off?
Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So a good challenge there. The look was conclusive. The feet were in, and this will be ruled a complete pass. Hardy now to add the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams extend their advantage to 14-3.
14. Raiders 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. Up the sideline at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of 16
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a 1st down.
A waste of time.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
They'll try the zone read on 1st and 10. And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Smith. Looking to set up that wide receiver screen, get it out to the edge, but they do not connect, and that one is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Gino. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards Back on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
First down, Las Vegas.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's first and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops. 50 seconds to play until halftime.
5-yard line.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. Working out of the gun, Smith. Good blocking, and he's in. Geno Smith, touchdown Las Vegas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Raiders are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Raiders 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8. And he stops at the 25. The drive will begin there.
25-yard line.
Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, Stafford. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling. The Rams use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. That's to Higbee, the tight end.
Stafford's pass, complete to Tyler Higbee. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46-yard line.
So we've hit half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
2nd down, it's Stafford. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. 1st down, L.A.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Here's 3rd and 2. The motion man is Nakua. He'll try to run for it with Williams. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
For the Rams.
So fourth down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Back deep, it's Trey Tucker. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They go play action with Smith. He's got the tight end there. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
In motion is Myers. From the shotgun, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Whoa! And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They put Adams in motion. They go play action with Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Punt team headed out for the Rams as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
Throwing on second down, Smith. They look middle, and it's caught by Beck. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Man in motion here is Tucker. From the gun on third down, Smith. Out of the backfield, it's Ashton Genty. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
The Raiders send their punt team out. Get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
He was brought down by Eric Stokes. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 23-yard line.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. This one complete to Atwell. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Rams first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down.
At the 35-yard line.
And you can see the quarterback, he's looking up at the Jumbotron after that throw, Mike. He knows he just got away with one, and he's thinking, all right, what do I got to do to make an adjustment that it's not so close the next time?
Stafford now on second down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Raiders offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Smith going to keep this himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
17 yards on that connection. Good for a Raider first down.
You kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On 2nd down, Smith. That's left side to Tucker. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup.
And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Williams. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Rams first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Trying Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. A quick slant, and here's Adams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, they need 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. Let's see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at 1 possession. That's a great start there on 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Laube now to return it. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
That one caught by Beck.
Smith's pass, complete to number 18, Jack Beck. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the 45-yard line.
Here comes second down. From the pistol, Smith. Middle, he's got Tucker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Smith now to throw on first down. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
A 9-yard pickup. It's second and inches at the Rams' 27-yard line.
Now second and inches. From the gun, it's Gino. That one caught by Tucker. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And a Raider first down.
From the shotgun, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here we go. One final play. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Rams. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious as we say so long from SoFi.